sometimes you got to realize you got to use your eyes instead of GPS. Respect, right day, Prophet B1. Respect the faith, the right day, Prophet B1. Respect to
Damn, Zeus, you too.
respect to Faith, Miss Faith DS, to anybody else that watching.
Not working after 3, man. This is why.
So I'm
not working after 3, man. This is why my old girl was mad at me. This why I'm your majesty, man.
It's key. I'm gonna remove that. Get myself up there. Okay. But that's why sometimes you cannot pay attention to your GPS. You got to pay attention to the road. Cause yeah, the GPS gets where you were going, the shortcuts and all that stuff, but when it malfunctions, then what you do? That's why you pay attention to the road that you're driving on. Not to blame her, but to say sometimes you can't pay attention to GPS because things malfunction all the time. At his story, as the car started to sink, the three escaped and climbed on top of it, according to the statement from the Morris Point Police Department. See, one said, "I thought there is no way they drove into the water." Evans said he took off running towards the river, and when he got there, he saw them in the water shouting, "Help!" Yes, it's true. It's true. How many people out there would have did what this young man would have did? What this young man would have did? Took off running when they hearing the people saying help. He said, "I took my shirt off, took my shoes off, I threw my phone out, and I just jumped in the water." He said Thursday afternoon in a phone interview with the Washington Post. Evan helped get all three girls to shore, well as a Moss Point police officer who had responded to the scene but got pulled underwater during the rescue effort. The team, and Officer Gray Mercer, who's since been recognized by Mayor Billy Knight with certificate of accommodation. Knight said the broad gentleman wanted Evans to know how much we appreciate his courage for being a hero. For being a hero. We're always proud when our young men do the right thing because of many times our young people are not doing the right thing. This young man was very selfless when he decided to jump into the water without even thinking about it to rescue these young people. But think about it. That is right. When do we give appreciation to the young people that are doing the right thing? Call them out when they're doing everything right. See, we got to recognize when people do things right, especially our young people. Don't just call out when they are doing something wrong. Call it out when they're doing it right. Cause that's help them build up their natural honesty, their natural being. See, I can talk about all this other stuff. I want to highlight this young man because he didn't have to do what he did. That was selfish. How many people out there would have did what he did? Jumped in the water, took his shoes, shirt off, threw his phone down, and jumped in the water, saved 3 other people, and plus a police officer. That's all I want to know. How many would have did that? How many would have did that? How many would have did that? See, I'm for one that show appreciation to people while they still here, and that when they do something right, I'm for the one. Hey, we're gonna criticize the bad things that our kids do. Let's give them praise of the great things they do. Respect Cookies World. Respect Cookies World. Miss Cookie, if you got time, the link is at the top of the page if you want to come on up. And I just dropped it again. If you want to come on, let's talk about this subject. This is open mic night. See, the thing is, why don't we give each other praise when we do things right? Instead of criticizing when we're doing things wrong. Because guess what? All of us did things wrong. Everybody in this whole entire world did something wrong. Except the kids. They've been born in this world. See, when they've been born in this world, they don't know right from wrong yet. They don't know right from wrong yet. It's our job as adults to teach them right from wrong. See, I like to give praise to, I like to give, like my niece, for instance, I tell her, good job. And the things she do. But yet I still tell her what she do wrong. But I'll explain to why I say she did this something, this is wrong. See, that's what you got to do. See, but give them praise. Give our kids praise when they do something right. Every time. They build up their characters. That way they become a better adult in life. That way they will help each other out, pull each other up by the bootstrap. Okay? Because if we don't, what is the world going to be? See, I don't mean to be trying to preach. I know it's almost Sunday, but guess what? It is what it is. The link that dropped in the chat and up on the description is anybody else want to join me in this conversation. Because if we don't train our kids up the way they should go, they will stray from us. If we train them up the way they should go, they won't stray from us. See how that works? How many times you been on a job? It sounds like I'm preaching. But guess what? It's right though, ain't it? Isn't it right? See, that was Miss Cookie's world, rather they probably be one. Anybody else out there listening? That's what I was called on to be, but I didn't take it. Because I feel like I wasn't ready to do that. But guess what? I'm preaching, I'm talking the truth. Trying to open people's eyes. All right, okay. You listening, right? But the thing is, if you teach people the right and the wrong way to do something, it's just like at work. And you are going to your first day on the job. Your first day on the job. Yeah, you know there's something about the job, but you gotta be trained in the job. You gotta be trained in it. Yeah, hey, I would accept this baby, bro. I would accept this baby right they probably be one. See, on a job, you got to learn things. You got to be trained on things, on the way they do things. Because if we're not trained on things and how they do things, you'll be lost. See, that's why when I'm at my job, I train people. I know how to take the shortcuts of doing things and get it done faster. But when I train somebody, I train them the right way how to do something, just in case the head honcho comes in and sees him doing it another way and asks him, "Did you get trained properly?" He can't say he didn't get. They can't say they didn't get trained properly. See, that's how kids are. That's how teenagers are. We got to train them in the house, in the home. We got to train them in the home. If I'm saying something wrong, let me know. So, if not training your kids on which way they should go, what do you think they're going to happen to them? Yeah, some of them might straighten up. Some of them might see the light. But wait, being a parent, I don't care who you are, there's no handbook. Is that a handbook of being a parent? Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss Cookie World. If you want them to be a good citizen, a great citizen in this world, good people in this world, teach them, give them their flowers. Like you got to give your parents their flowers, your aunts and uncle, everybody else their flowers while they still alive. See, that's why I brought this story up, because this young man didn't have to do what he did. See, this ain't doom and gloom. This is a celebration. Cause let's celebrate this young man for doing what he did. Them three girls, them three young ladies would probably be dead right now. The cop might be dead right now if he didn't take that action. Say he didn't think about what he was doing until he did it. Think about it. How many of us out here think about what we do before we do it? Show of hands, how many people do what they do before they do it? See, we're gonna have some fun a little bit later. We're talking serious now. It happened in Mississippi. It happened in Mississippi. Rodney probably one. See, I bring you stuff you never heard of. Rodney probably one. Did you hear this? Did you go watch the replay of my show from yesterday? Yesterday afternoon about the preacher, the 63-year-old preacher, and the 18-year-old got married, whatever. And there's in Illinois, this black woman, 24-year-old, got shot in the back, in front of the back of her car in the past lives. Thank you, Miss Cookies. But guess what? We are here today. I bring you truth. I bring you story people not going to want to talk about. Yeah, I can talk about politics all day long, but I don't care about no politics. I care about politics. I don't care about Democrat, Republican. I don't care about neither one of them. See, sometimes you got to look in your inner self. You got to look into your inner self. What can I do? What can I do for my neighbors? Not what he can do for me. What can I do for my neighbors? See, see, if our kids, do, cause it's like that we can't shelter our kids all their life. They gotta live their life. Okay, here's another story about teenagers. Another teen. A 17-year-old Trevor Robinson said he led him to save a drowning man. See, we got to give our, you're right, teach them young people. You're right. See, this happened he said he just acted on instinct. See, I want to give uplifting story right now. Uplifting story. These stories are uplifting. See, see, him and his friend jumped in a community swimming pool to rescue a drowning man. See, when see rescue, hmm, rescuing people, it's not just for the police officers, firefighters, paramedics. Everybody should be a hero in some form, some shape, form, or fashion. See, my hero, yeah, I can say a police officer, whatever, is is a guy that I used to live with. But thing is, I looked at him because I looked up to all the people that was a father figure to me. So and here's one that happened in New York. Here's one happened in New York. Another team doing a rescue. Okay, three teams from New York were being credited with saving another boy's life on Wednesday when they jumped literally into an action to help a 15-year-old swimmer who lost consciousness in Cedarville. The three teenage boys from Red Hook, New York, were fishing from Craigville Bridge near Craigville Beach when a 15-year-old boy jumped from the bridge into the Heron River from the Centerville Department, well, rescue. There's a lot of words on that one. When the 15-year-old began to struggle in the water, first responders said two other New York teens jumped into the water to pull the boy to safety, while the third maintained eye contact on his friends and the rescue from the bridge. When fire officials responded to the scene, they found the unconscious 50-year-old on the river's edge being cared for by beach staff from Craigville Beach. The team was transported to the Cape Cod Hospital. The department said the three New York teens saved the boy's life. One of the team, Will, the 50-year-old, had been bobbing up and down in the water and then went underwater. See, this is the thing. These three boys jumped in action. These three boys jumped in action. See, let me read on. Let's see. Let's see. Well, I'm thinking it's finished. See, the thing is, raising. We gotta raise our kids like we used to be raised back in the day. See, teens. See, that's why that's why some teens have problems these days. Cause we got to bond with our kids when they was younger. Show that, tell them we love them. See, we got to have somebody around tell our teen daughters that we love them, because there was no man, any man could tell them anything. Another man can't tell a daughter that he loved them, especially if a dad, an uncle, whoever's around tell them that they love them. Cause if an uncle, dad, whoever's around them tell their niece, daughters, granddaughters that they love them, no other man can come tell them they love them, because they already know what love really is and how a man should treat a woman in her eyes. See? This has been a great story right here. This has been a great story. This has been a great story. Although I don't have that many people watching right now. I do see that. I do see that. See, one thing we got to start teaching our significant other. See, they will learn what lies are out there in the real world. We got to tell them the truth while they at the house about what's really going on. See, I tell my niece every day, I say, I love you, and I let her know what the truth is. Because the world is full of people who gonna lie to you, try to use you as a stepping stone to get what they want to get. See, I'm looking like this. Ain't no such thing as alpha or beta. Because if I want to bow down to a female, that means I'm a beta male. That means I want to avoid arguments. So sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to avoid stuff. With this young man that did the rescue, all these young men that did the rescue teenagers. Nobody told them to do that. They did that on their own. They could have died. You're right, Cookerswell. Not all parents know the truth. But the thing about us humans, we gotta want to know the truth. Some people don't want to know the truth. The truth is, our kids is our future. This young man from Mississippi, these 3 kids from New York, and this one teenager from North Carolina, they didn't have to do what they did. There's so many other teenagers out there rescuing people, rescuing other folks, other teenagers, doing good deeds. Where they praise that? See, every time on the news, you want to see, oh, this teenager did this teenager did that, doing something bad, but they want to highlight that on the news. Why don't we start highlighting the good deeds our teenagers do out here in this world before the bad thing they do in this world? See, I want to highlight this good thing that these teenagers been doing. Because they need their praise. They need that. That's why I say this teenage boy, these teenage 3 of them in New York, the one in North Carolina, they didn't have to do what they did to rescue these folks. See, that's not been talked about on the news. CNN, Fox News, MSNBC. They ain't talking about that on them channels like that. But guess what? I am. I'm giving their praise right now. Because if it wasn't for them, some of these people might not be alive. See, if we give our kids praise while they at home, and when they get out in the world, ain't nobody in that world can tell them anything. Respect, Armando Black. Respect to you. See, if you praise your kids, if you praise your kids at home, ain't nobody out there in the world can tell them anything, can they?
You're right.
See, how many times have you seen?
You're absolutely right.
How many times on the news have you seen this story right here? About a
You gotta
teenage
fill me
rescue.
in on what's okay. You
I,
gotta fill me in on what's going, because I just came from the kitchen, bro. I was eating me a turkey sandwich. I don't know. I don't know what the subject is. I don't know what y'all talking about or what, man.
hold on. You know, right now, Prophet B, we're gonna say something about your turkey sandwich, don't you?
Y'all already, hey man, hey, and look, you know why, man. I wish I could eat hot wings and pizza and all that other stuff y'all be eating, man. But that's not in my diet anymore. I have to eat turkey sandwich.
I already know. You got me started on the turkey. Because every time I go if I go get hot dog, get turkey hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? Tacos, turkey sausage. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give a big up to you too on that. What I'm talking about is this story about this black teenager in Mississippi rescued these three young ladies for the water and a police officer. And I was just highlighting how all these teenagers that do all the amazing stuff don't get the recognition they should get on TV. You see what I'm saying? I'm just giving they praise right now because they didn't get no praise on TV about it. They ain't getting highlighted. Only thing they get highlighted
a lot of
is their bad deeds. Go ahead.
Well, see, if they are teenagers, then they are minors, and some parents may not want their information out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Some parents may be like, "Hey, look, I know my dad. My dad, I would have probably been in a situation like that where I rescued someone or something like that, knowing how my dad was, God rest his soul. He probably would have told me, look, don't get in front of no camera, no microphone, just keep it in house. Look, just stay to yourself. Less is best. That's what he used to always say, less is best, and don't go getting into the feeding into the media and stuff like that. So
yeah, you're right. But what
now, so don't be, what I'm saying with that being said, don't be surprised the reason why a lot of other kids don't get the same praise, because probably their parents are telling them, hey, stay out in front of the camera and keep the microphone out of your mouth. I mean, from away from you. Just don't,
But I know I hear what you said about that one right there. But it's surely kind of funny. Also, teenagers get in trouble, they want to report it, without even calling no name. You see what I'm saying? They want to report it.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you get in trouble now. You look, that's unwanted exposure. If
There
you get in trouble, that's just like back home. That's just like back home. If you got into some trouble back home, your name was going up in the paper. Everybody was going to know your business. The next day around 5 or 6 o'clock, when the paper came out, everybody was going to know your business.
You're right about that. See, that type of stuff I was talking about. You see what I'm saying? See, you can put in the paper, this teenager saved it without putting no name in there. You see what I'm saying? Nobody know. But at the same time, we got to, when your kid do something, I know you probably do it when your daughter do something great in school, whatever, and you tell a great job.
See, all the time.
See, if we don't do that at the house, somebody else gonna do it. Guess what? They ain't gonna pay no, doggone attention. Let's see. I want to put this one up right here. Respect to Wayback Machine. I'll put this on.
Salute Wayback.
As a millennial man, I believe in the two household parent for our millennial kid. We need their family structure because that is a war going on to separate us. I stay B1. That's just me and my ideology. That's deep right there. That's deep.
Now I'm gonna tell you this. Ryder. Salute to you later, DJ. I'm gonna tell you this, Ryder. Listen to me real good. And listen, I'm in the suburbs where you have a two-parent. A lot of these kids have two-parent households. Okay, it's not a guaranteed that the kids are going to turn out to be good or good citizens just because you got both parents in the home. Okay, because let me let you know this. Okay, the average family that lives in the suburbs, both parents are working. The husband, the father, may be working 10 to 12 hours a day, especially if he owns his own business. If he owns his own business, if you're a business owner, you're putting a lot of time into your business. Okay, so you are leaving the house at 8 a.m. and you're probably not getting home to sometimes around 9, 8, 9, maybe 10, if you're running a business. Okay, the mother, the wife, is probably has a career, nurse, or she may be an attorney, or just have her career going as well. So you may find that child only being with one parent or without both parents throughout the entire time that they get off the school bus. If one parent is walking in the house after 7 or 8 o'clock and the other parent is not getting home until 9 or 10, that's how it is in the suburbs a lot. Both parents, have their careers and both of them are working. So in this day and time, maybe back in the 50s, in the 60s, yeah, because 9 times out of 10, the father was going to be the breadwinner, the one working, doing all the working, and the wife would be at home with the kids as the homemaker. But it's not like that nowadays, because women want their careers, and as well as, the husband and the father is going to be working and having his own career. So the kids could be being raised by the nannies, or they could be raising themselves, spending more time, doing chores, coming home, doing homework, doing chores, and doing what they're supposed to be doing until one of the parents walk in the house. So
see,
it could work both ways,
Yeah, because this is not like the old days. That could work in the old days because you had neighbors you had them nosy neighbors. You had them nosy neighbors back in the day. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can't go nowhere. Mm-hmm. Can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
These days it's totally different. Never can't say that to your kids.
Yeah, and that's what makes it harder now. Because your neighbors, they don't want to say anything to your kids. If they see your kid, this is like, okay, your kid get off the school bus, they walk in the house, and then like an hour later, a car full of teenagers pull up, and they having a house party at your house. These neighbors, back in the days, they would call you at work. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, little Johnny, little Johnny, little Tammy, hey, they having a party at your house. Mm-hmm. Man, these neighbors ain't finna call and tell you nothing. Mm. They ain't finna tell you nothing.
Because all you're gonna do is cuss them. Because some of these parents gonna do cuss them out, and they ain't gonna believe you. Mm-hmm. See, some of these parents don't believe their kids are like that.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, I don't believe your kid like that. But see, my point is this whole conversation is give your kid their praise while they at home, so nobody else will be able to give them their praise out there to take them away from you, to hook them up, like put them on the other thing, on the bad, narrow, straight and narrow. Know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, this is the thing, okay? You really got to keep a close eye on who they're hanging out with.
Bingo.
Because those your kids' friends You don't want it. You don't want it to become a situation where they're going to them. They're going to their friends before they come to you.
Yep.
You don't want it to be a situation where your kids, what they normally would tell you or should be coming to talk to you about, that they end up going and talking to their friends.
Mm-hmm.
You got to communicate with your kids, and you got to monitor who their friends are.
Yeah.
You have to monitor who their friends are, because once the friends start having more influence on them than you, it's over.
Oh yeah.
It's over.
Oh, yeah.
You'll never get them back. You'll never get them back.
And see, I'm like that. I don't care if the father in the household or the mother's in the household, both in the household. It's like this right here. The bottom line. See, Wayback Machine, yeah, the fathers are the answer, but the problem is with that is when there's some father try to be their kid's life, some females don't want them to be their life.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. They'll use the kid as a revenge mechanism,
yeah,
and try to, isolate the father from the children.
And guess what? Hey, guess what? Now the mom and dad, he fighting in court to get some kind of part custody, so he can have spend some time with the kids. Guess what? That's money out of her pocket. That money out of his pocket. Guess what? Guess what that money? Guess what? Who that money taken away from? Going through all that court procedure. The kid. It's taken away from the kids. You can't look with all that money they both spending in court, filing paperwork. It's taken out of the kids' pocket. No food on the table. No clothes on the back. School getting started. No backpack. No pencil. No pen. No paper. No folder. No notebook. Why you want to fight? Let's take a break. Let's take a break right here.
No, it was getting good.
I know.
We can keep running this. I'm serious. Listen, everybody. It's great having both parents. It's great. Look. Hey, in a perfect world,
that'd be great.
Every child should have both parents in the household, but in the real world, it just doesn't work like that. Now, with that being said, just because there are two parents in the home does not automatically mean that child is going to turn out good. Okay? Listen, my uncle and my aunt, they gave my cousin the world. They gave him the world. I mean, when he turned 16, brand new Mustang, he wore the best clothes. I told you the story, D-True. He wore the best clothes. I mean, Polo, Guess. He was wearing stuff.
Hey, hold on.
Back then.
Hold on for a minute. Respect to Assatar, BAKA asses. He just said he making he just wanted to come and say a quick salute to everyone. He making a quick food run, and hoping everyone having a great weekend.
Yeah, I did. I made my food run before I came up here.
Yeah.
Salute to you, salute to you, Assatar.
All right, keep going. I just wanted to get that out. You know how we do it. Oh yeah, I remember that. Like story.
I was saying. Yeah. They gave him the world. I mean, he was wearing Guess, Polo. I mean, the best clothes. He was wearing Air Force Ones before a lot of people even started wearing. He always had the updated version of Jordans. He just had it all. And I ain't gonna lie, I was jealous of him. He come to the family reunion. I couldn't stand him. Because my dad used to always compare to him. Why you can't be more like him? Why you can't be more like him? Like hell, I ain't spoiled like him for one thing.
There you go.
But man, I'm watching the news one day. Fast forward like maybe 15 years later.
Mhm.
I'm watching the news. Just got off of work. I'm watching Fox 5. And how about a high-speed chase going on in Virginia? And this is my cousin. Done robbed multiple banks up there in Virginia. Now that I mean, it shocked the entire family. You know, and that just goes to show you, look, you can give that child a world. You can spoil them, buy them a car when they turn 16. You can give them everything that they need. When they get out there in that real world, you cannot hold their hand. If they end up going down the wrong road, it ain't nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you can do is just do what you can as a parent when they are at home in the nest. Now, just because you give them the world and you know, and I really feel that my uncle and my aunt were the perfect parents. I mean, they were like the real life Huxtables. That's the type of lifestyle they had growing up as him and his sister. His sister had gotten pregnant, you know, her senior year in high school. She went on and became great, you know, had a great career and everything. But it's the fact, you know, she got pregnant in high school. And, you know, they were the perfect parents, man. I used to envy them. I was like, man, y'all, damn, but y'all spoil, man. Y'all look at y'all spoil. But sometimes that doesn't even help. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that doesn't even help at all, man, because look, you can do everything as a parent. You can give them the world. You can give them everything, provide for them and everything. When they get out there in the real world, it's all on them. When they turn 18, 21 years old, it's all on them.
You're right about that.
It's all on them.
And another thing is, you can give them all the tools in the world. And when it's like when, you know how some parents say, oh, you tell their kids, you can't make no decision in this house because you don't pay no bills. Know that, right? Sometimes you gotta sometimes you gotta give them a choice to let them make a decision, see if they're gonna make the right decision in the house. Because if they get out there in the real world, it won't be so hard for them to make the right decision. Should I get this, or should I get this, or should I do this right here? Guess what? It's all gonna be for naught. Because everything the kids gonna learn, they're gonna have to learn from in the house. You give them all you can do is give them a roadmap. Per se.
Yeah.
Look, you know me. I grew up in a single family home, right? But guess what? I had uncles around me, aunts around me that helped raise me. You see what I'm saying? And I look for a positive influence from people, like coaches that had a positive life to go on for them, that didn't lead me down the path. I went told another direction, but I was like, I fell in the wrong crowd. You know what I'm saying? After I got out where I got out from. But guess what? One thing that changed me, I got hooked up. And my niece, when I saw her when she was born, like, no, I can't be doing this life no more. Because I got a niece. My youngest niece. I got a niece. I don't want her to go out here have another man tell her some bull BS to get her caught up in anything. You feel what I'm talking about? I know you know what I'm talking about. Anybody out there that got a daughter know what I'm talking about.
You know exactly what you're talking about.
But guess what? That's the second same thing a mom got to do with their sons. Don't get me wrong. We got some nasty females out there too. Am I right? If I'm right about it,
Mhm.
we got some nasty females out there that take advantage of a young man. See, we don't want to talk about that. But guess what? We are going to talk about that because it's real. Just like some female want to talk about all men are dog. All men ain't dog. Like I said, you got to take a look in the mirror because sometimes you got to take a look in the
It's the
mirror.
men. It's the men. It's the men they've dealt with. It's the men
There
that
you
they've
go.
dealt with.
There you go. There you go. But sometimes you got to take a look at yourself in the mirror. You got to take a look at yourself in the mirror to see what's really going on. Because if you don't take a look at yourself, how you gonna tell your kids what to do and how to do things? What you think you expect them to? How you expect them to listen to you? You're not doing the right thing. You can say, "Do what I say, not as I do," all you want to. But guess what? Guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna do as you do. How many times have you heard your parents say, "They're gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt me more than gonna hurt you"? You know what I'm saying? That's that type of stuff we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Respect to Malaysia Green in the house. Malaysia is in the house. She ain't late tonight. She ain't late today, is she? Malaysia, how you doing? She ain't late today. She on time. But you know what I'm saying about this, right? It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like if your son, your daughter see you doing this right here, selling drugs. Have you have a man? If your daughter see you have a man running in and out of the house every week, and there's another different man in the house, do you think your daughter think that right or wrong?
She's gonna end up doing the same thing when she gets older and gets her apartment. She's gonna end up doing the same exact thing.
See, if you want to lead your child, if you want to lead your teenage child, you gotta lead by example. You gotta lead by example. I don't care if you single parent, mother, father, you're a single mother or a single father raising your kid, or a two-parent household. You still gotta lead by example. Cause a
Yeah.
two parent household don't mean a doggone thing. Cause it might be something going on behind closed doors. Oh, you might look outside. Oh, they're a perfect family outside when they go out somewhere. But behind closed door, hey, mom might be slapping and beating dad, or dad might be slapping and beating mom, cussing each other out, and the kids see it. See, this the hard topics right here, ain't it?
Yeah.
What do the kids see? If if two adults cannot sit down and talk to each other, they're always yelling back and forth. How do a kid what a kid gonna think is how to solve a problem? It's not about talking, is it? It ain't about
Well,
talking.
it's not good to argue in front of your kids. It's not. That's not a good thing. It's not good to argue in front of your kids. It's you either send them to their room or the two of you go in the room and discuss it, or just let the conversation, just let the conversation rest until you're in a situation where y'all are. It's just you and the wife, or you and the husband, and the kids are in school or they're outside playing or something like that. It's not good to argue in front of kids because they'll remember that and they'll think, well, damn, is this the way to handle a relationship? This the way it should be? And then they're gonna carry that as they go on and as they get older and they start dating and getting relationships, they'll think that's a normal thing. And it's
You're
not,
right.
it's not healthy.
You're right. And we wonder why some of these kids go to school because teachers and because all the adult authorities out.
Yeah,
Where they get it from?
they will act out. Yeah, they will act out if there is some turmoil going on at home in the house. Make no mistake about it, those kids will take it to school and they will act out. They will lash out at their classmates, and they will lash out at the teachers and the faculties.
You right about that.
Yep, Wayback Machine. You're absolutely right. The teachers will start looking at it like they'll start looking at the parents and be like, wait a minute now. Something must be going on at home.
You're right about that. and you wonder why this stuff goes on at the house. And guess what? And you wonder why a social worker comes knocking on your door. And you wonder why they ask you a question. Why your kids ain't in school? Why the school kids ain't this and this and this right here? And you got to do some answering.
Absolutely.
But the thing is,
we have to skip a generation. So you can't skip a generation.
You can't.
You know what the problem is with this generation of kids? A lot of time the parents are, instead of being parents, it's more like they're trying to be friends. They're trying to be friends with the kids now. It wasn't like that back in the days.
Friends.
Now it's like
friends.
Yeah. Now, what I'm saying is, you got some. Listen. Slow down. You got some of these mothers. Mothers will do that with their daughters. Like they'll, instead of hanging out with their girlfriends, they'll hang out with their daughters. Like they'll hang out with their daughters like the daughter is their girlfriend, telling them all their business. Yeah, I went out with this dude last night. You know what I'm saying? Talking to them like a girlfriend, like a friend, BFF, instead of a daughter. Some things you just don't expose to your kids. You know what I'm saying? They're your kids, not your friends.
You're right.
And the same thing, you got some guys that do that with their sons. I almost slipped up and did that, but I had to pull back from doing that with my son. When he was a teenager, I had to kind of catch myself and say, okay, this is my son. You ain't my friend. You ain't my best friend. You're my son. And there's a lot of things that I'm not gonna expose you to. You just have to find out later on in life on your own.
Yep. That's just the bottom line. Because if why expose your child to something that you don't have to expose them to? And they're gonna be exposed to enough going to school in the neighborhood. They're gonna be exposed enough. And then here you go. I'm gonna take it I'm taking for what you just said about the females. I'm gonna take it with the males too. Say the father talking to the son that got a girlfriend, but guess what? Okay. Oh, you talking about your girlfriend did this right here? Guess what? Your son want to find out what she really did. And then the mom won't get mad at daughter because daughter hooking up with a boyfriend. See, and you wonder why all that go on sometimes. It goes on. Now you see it all the time with best friend, so-called best friend with male and female. You go get with the guy, the girl that the girl used to be with.
Man, I have seen where the mother and the daughter. Now, apparently, the mother had the daughter when she was real, real young. Like she had a daughter when she was like 15 or 16. Okay, so when the daughter was like 19, the mother was probably like in her mid 30s. Mid 30s. Okay, and she still looked damn good for her age. All right, so quite naturally now, when you got a situation like that where the mother is in her mid, let's say the mother is like 33, 34, and the daughter is like 19. All right, 18, 19 years old. 9 times out of 10, the mother is going to be hanging out with her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen a situation where the daughter would be dating the guy, and then the daughter would have the guy to hook her mother up with his best friend. And then you got a situation where the mother and the daughter are dating 2 best friends. Now I can't go too deep into details on that, you know. You all just use your imagination. Just use your imagination on that.
But sometimes not even that right there is not as bad as saying the daughter dated this guy, then all of a sudden drops her and goes to the mom. Now that's bad. You see what I'm saying? Or vice versa.
Well, it's really yeah, vice versa. It's to be expected if it's the how can I put it? Salute Maria S. Maria S. Town. Respect. Salute to you. It's really, I think the mother will take it way more personal if the dude drops her and start dating the daughter. Like if the dude drops her, her 33-year-old behind, and start dating her 19-year-old daughter, I think the mother is really gonna take that very personal and lash out at the daughter.
Yeah, respect Marie S 3 times. But thing is, but guess what? And guess what other things the mom gonna start thinking?
Mm-hmm.
How long you been looking at my daughter like that?
Yeah. but hey, look, if the daughter's 19, there ain't a damn thing she can do about it because she's grown. She's a grown woman. She's a grown adult.
You're right about that, but it's just like a man. You be thinking like, how long has she been looking at my son? You know what I'm saying? It gonna be stuck in the back of her head, and stuck on me start running through her head, especially if she was.
Well, even vice versa. If the daughter's boyfriend, let's say the daughter been dating her boyfriend since they was like 16. All right. Now, 5 years later, the daughter and her boyfriend are both 21. And then the boyfriend start messing around with the mother. What do you think the daughter's gonna think? The daughter's gonna be like, wait a minute now. How long you been looking at my mom? Yep. It's crazy. Y'all giving me some ideas for some subjects on the upcoming morning show. On the morning show, I'm telling you, man, I'm going to have some wild topics. I'm going to have some wild topics on that morning show.
See, when I come up with it, when I do a show, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. I know what I would talk. I knew what I was going to talk about. But I never know what direction is going to go in. You know what I'm saying? I never know what direction to go in, but guess what? I just let it flow. But the bottom line to it, we got to give praise to our teenagers, whether they girls or boys, or somebody out there give them praise for them out there, and they won't be listening to us. That's the bottom line, ain't it?
Absolutely.
See, and to the moms and the moms and dad that are single parents out there, don't be having men and women running in and out of the house with your kids there. Don't go get a boyfriend or go get a girlfriend every 3-4 weeks, 3 or 4 months. How that look?
Hey, Wayback Machine. Hey, brother, I'm telling you, man. All of that goes on out here in the suburbs too, brother. You'll be surprised. I'm serious, man. You'll be surprised, man, where the daughter would come home for college,
Mm-hmm.
for spring break from college, bring her boyfriend with her. And the boyfriend, they having a big cookout and everything. Everybody drinking. Everybody sitting around drinking and having fun. And then the boyfriend start being attracted. And the mom and the boyfriend start messing around. Look, man, it goes on, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it goes on. This is a reality. The real world. Real life.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's just like, I know, man, you want to do that. Man, you want to do that. But there's some homeboys, your best friend, so-called best friends. Yeah, you talk about your problem with your girl. Okay, get what your friend doing. You know what I'm saying? What your friend doing? Going behind your back, ain't
Yeah.
it? Going right behind your back.
Yeah. But see,
the females ain't exempt from this either. You tell your girlfriend what your man ain't doing.
But see,
go ahead.
But see, the thing is, now that's something women have a bad habit of doing. Now you got some men that do that, and a lot of times men do that because some men do that, man. You know, I guess the few men that do that, they just talk too damn much. You know what I'm saying? They just talk too damn much. But women have a bad habit. They have a bad habit of getting an on the hour, on the minute report to their friends, to their girlfriends about what's going on in their relationships. They will sit there and tell, D bought me this, D bought me that, D took me to vacation on here, D did this, D did that. Ooh, me and D went out to dinner at Papa Do's. D had to tell them what you had on the plate, what they ate, what they drank, what you drink, how much you drink, how much the damn ticket was. Tell them every damn thing, man. Then when it comes to the bedroom, and this is really where y'all sisters mess up at, and I never understood this for the life of me.
It don't even have to be bedroom.
Now,
hey, you know how it go.
Now I can let me finish. I can understand now if it's okay. If y'all meet a dude and the dude was terrible, and you just for kicks and laughs and jokes, y'all sitting around having wine, sharing some wine, having a girls' night, and you telling that story or whatever. But if it's your dude and he is laying the wood down right on you, why the hell would you go back telling your girlfriends or your female relatives or cousins or whoever? Why would you go back and tell them how good the wood is? Why would you go? Why? I've never understood that. Why females do that?
Go tell them. Oh man, he laid it down on me. He laid it down on me. He went down on me and everything. And that tongue was good and everything. Or he had me tackled in tongue before he laid that wood on me. Why?
Yeah, but
why would you say that?
Yeah, why would you say that? Because all you basically advertising and enticing your friend to go after your dude.
And then another thing, she might already wanted him in the first place.
Yep. That's another thing too. And that goes to my next thing. When you having problems or if y'all done had a fight or whatever, the first thing y'all will do, y'all will pick up the phone and call your girlfriend. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Because what you're doing is you are feeding her information that she can use against you and go steal your man behind your damn back.
And they do that. And they sure do that. I like to say respect to Mr. Wayback Machine. Thank you for the donation a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It go to a good use. But it kind of feel like that right there. See, I said, it ain't your girlfriend you always got to watch either. It's your family member.
Man, look, let me tell you something. I done seen mothers. Look, man, I'm telling you, man. I've told you this story, man. Look, man, I done seen mothers go behind their daughter's back, daughters go behind their mother's back, sisters go behind each other back, cousins, female cousins going behind each other back. Man, look, man, I done seen roommates, 2 female roommates, man. That's the look. I done been in that situation a couple of times. My damn.
But it's like this right here. Man, men are not out of the woods yet either on this one either. Now, despite a contrary, let 2 men fall out with each other. And one got a girl and one don't have a girl, but he know all about the girl, what y'all done did and all that, and he know your dirt.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think gonna happen?
Remember, man, y'all need to check out this movie called Motives with Shamar Moore and Golden Brooks. And that guy Sean Blakemore. Now that movie right there tells the true story. 2 dudes that grew up best friends, and one of the friends, Shamar Moore was the rich dude. He was rich and he was married to Vivica Fox. He owned restaurants, he owned real estate property and everything. Sean Blakemore was the best friend, but he could never measure up. You know, he never had the clout that Shamar Moore had. But Sean Blakemore was plotting against that dude, man, for years on how to take his wife, how to take his business, and how to take everything he had, man. I'm telling you, bro. It's crazy, man.
It's all crazy, bro. Like this right here. It's just like, you gotta trust somebody, right? You gotta trust somebody. But sometimes, why don't you just trust your kids and raise them up the way you want them to go? You see what I'm saying? What's so hard about that? But like Miss Cookie said earlier, computers, phones, TV, laptops are raising our kids. And some adults are all into the phone and not paying attention to their kid. You know what I'm saying? It's just like us as adults. You got somebody on your side, your woman, your man. Y'all communicate with each other. We gotta communicate with our child. And give them a praise and everything when it need to be given to. Yeah, scold them when they need to be scolded, but giving them praise when they need to be given praise too. We've been talking about another different story on Friday morning. We'll be talking about a whole different show. Shoot. Hey, I like my life. But that's why every day I tell my niece I love her. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, they're going to go out there and get us something terrible. And you're going to say, I didn't raise them like that. Isn't that the first thing a parent say when his kid get in trouble? Isn't that the first thing they say?
I didn't raise them to be like that, but still, though, you got to leave open the lines of communication. You got to leave open the lines of communication, though.
Yeah. Yeah, you might have gave them a little something, but how often have you sat down, talked to them, or listen to what they got to say, listen to their problem, listen to their feelings? I know. As a parent, I'm not a parent, but a so-called parent of some of my ex's kids. I had a lot of exes that had sons and daughters. Guess what? I sit down and listen to them Because they tell everything they wouldn't even tell their mama. You already know how that goes, don't you? who all out there that looking, that listening, that's in the chat, that ghost watching, whatever, have sat down and listened to a child or a teenager talk and listen to them intently without interruption. If you have, give it some flames. If you have, they very insightful, and they straight to the point. No beat around the bush.
Mm-hmm.
Armando, everybody, if I'm wrong, let me know if I'm wrong about kids. They straight to the point. They honest. They gonna be straight up with you.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
You're right. You're right.
I like what Wayback Machine put right here. If you can highlight it there, can we talk about the backstabbing, or is their plan in place? Because I feel like 20 East Media is under attack. Wayback Machine.
Well, I will say that. Let me answer. Let me answer, man. I will say this. I have a plan, but I would never discuss that plan out loud.
Yeah.
All I'm doing right now is I'm just watching. I'm just watching and listening. Watching and listening. Watching and listening. Watching and listening. Because the thing about it is, when you have favor with God, nothing can touch you. Nothing can touch you. Nothing can touch you at all, you know. So I'm not fearing anything or anybody or any organization or whatever.
Yeah, but this is what I was gonna say. But I wasn't gonna go do that deep. I'm saying, are we doing the standard course? That's all I was gonna say. Standard course, what we do.
Yeah. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna stay focused on what we doing, on getting, on growing, building, getting better, and just let the numbers speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, of course, I know there's a little blackballing going on right now. I know it is. But guess what? People are going to decide who they like and who they want to go listen to. You know what I'm saying? Regardless.
You're right. You're right about that.
Yeah.
See, and the thing, I look at it right here. All I'm doing is bring what I do on this channel. It brings factual, real life stories that is not talked about, that people ain't heard about. See, I feel like everybody should want to know about all the stuff that's going on in this world. That's going on out there in this world. Like the stuff we had yesterday morning. Yesterday afternoon, when we were talking about the pastor and the 18-year-old and that woman that in Illinois they got a car got shot up from the back. Stories like that. That's where I come from. That's what I am in. That's what I do. I already know how my channel gonna be. See, I already know when I talk about this subject, I'm not gonna get that many people that want to come in the chat and talk about it. When I talk about some real stuff, nobody really wanted to come in the chat and talk about it or want to watch it. They might watch a playback. So what? I don't think about, I care about numbers, but I don't care about numbers either. Because the ones in the chat that really want to know about what's really going on, they're going to be here.
Exactly. And hey, way back, I understand exactly what you're saying, bro. And listen, it ain't affecting no numbers over here. It ain't affecting no numbers over here, because the thing about it, these type of conversations that we're having tonight, although it's not popular, You know, if we were discussing something else, or we were discussing a riffraff, of course it would be more people in here listening. But because we're talking about some real life topics, you're not going to have many listeners because people prefer to hear about mess. But these are the topics that need to take place. These are the topics these are the discussions that we need to have in our community.
With respect to Izetta, I appreciate. I really appreciate. See, I appreciate you, Wayback Machine. Rather, they probably be one. All the rest of that comes over here, Miss Cookie, that comes over here every time I go live. I appreciate that because it needs to be talked about. Because, like I said, y'all don't know when I'm going to go live. Y'all don't know what the topics I'm going to talk about. I just come in and start talking. Guy-Fi, what's up? What's up?
Salute Yafa.
See, right there, probably. I know you love the topics. I know you love the topic that we be talking about because you're always over here. That's why I appreciate your support. I appreciate everybody support that comes over here, and I try to acknowledge everybody.
Oh.
That's why I acknowledge everybody when they come in the chat. When I get through, I like to acknowledge you at the end of the show. Because if it weren't for y'all coming to watch me, that would be me. That would be me. Because I didn't make this happen. And right now, I won for 700 subscribers right now.
Yeah, Wayback Machine. Trust and believe. Hey, brother, it ain't affecting no numbers over here. If anything, brother, I see numbers rising on 20 East. I see, everyone that's around us out, their channels are growing. Kalani, look at his channel, growing. The all three channels that I have built, they are growing. Even the sports channel, the numbers are growing. They're growing over there. The numbers are growing. D-Truth's numbers are going up. And we're bringing in other content creators that are coming from Facebook. We're bringing them over to the YouTube side. And plus, I'm also reaching across aisles with other content creators that are outside this sector, that I'm reaching out to. So that's where you're seeing a lot of the numbers that are coming from. You're going to see a lot of new people in the chat.
Dispatch Sim Senso is in the house again. Who last night was you finishing? Sim Senso, I wonder who last night you were finishing. I guess he was talking about you, Armando.
I was finishing your last line. I had no idea you were lying there. Sim said, "So what's going on, brother?" Yeah, man. I've handed off temporarily the open mic to D-Truth, but I will be taking it back here in a couple of weeks. I'm just been busy behind the scenes putting together some things on the sports end. And I'm just still trying to figure out how can I juggle the sports thing and the channels, the YouTube channels or whatever. But make no mistake about it, the morning show is returning. The morning show is returning, definitely. These type of topics that we're having tonight, we're going to have those in the morning. And then the open mic topics are going to be kind of more like what we were having when I was hosting the morning show. So
I guess he was talking about mine. You were finishing up my live. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he talking about from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But we don't dwell on that. We try way back machine. We try to at 20 East, we try to figure out how to make our shows and our 20s better.
Yeah, how to continue to grow and how to get better, how to continue to get better or whatever.
God, we started. I'm like this. When we started off, Shoot. Hey, it's just like everybody else. We start off with what cell phone. That's it. And guess what? That's all I gotta say. And we here now.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
now we're going to continue to grow.
and just so you know, Wayback Machine, I see everything. I'm watching, and I see everything also. I just don't speak on it.
Yeah.
I don't speak on it. I don't acknowledge it, because the thing is, let me finish, brother. The thing is, if you give that type of activity energy, if you give it energy, then you're giving them power. So I don't even acknowledge it, because that's exactly what they want. They want some type of reaction from it. And I'm not going to give anyone that satisfaction. I'm just going to sit back, listen, watch, and hey, look, and just try to stay out of the way. I just, if a person don't like you or don't want to have anything to do with you, best thing to do is just stay out the way and stay in your lane. And what we're trying to do is build in our own lane and get better in our own lane. Reach out to other content creators that are willing to rock with me or willing to rock with 20 East. That's all you can do. You can't dwell on the ones that don't want to rock with you or the ones that have a problem with you. You just, best thing to do, just don't acknowledge it. Just act like that it don't exist, and just have tunnel vision, and I'll tell that to any content creator that's just getting started. You want to have tunnel vision on your goal, because you got to remember, now we are all content creators, so quite naturally there's going to be some competitiveness going on. we are all going to be competing, so there's going to be some type of competitive like a competitive rivalry going on, so I like you know what? I like competition. I love competition. You know what I'm saying? Iron sharpens iron. Yeah. Iron sharpens iron. If you listen, you measure yourself up against competition, and I love competition. I don't have a problem with competition.
I'm letting the lad come in. Wayback Machine put on here.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying, and it's nothing that really needs to be said. I mean, it is what it is. I choose not to even give it any energy, because once you once you start giving it energy, then you are basically giving it legs. You're giving it power. But if you ignore it, and keep on and keep that tunnel vision, keep that focus on your goal, like hell, my goal is, man, I'm trying to get to 5K. I'm trying to get to 5K. I'm trying to get to 5K, man. Man, I'm hoping I could be at 5K. It's gonna be hard. I'm hoping I could be at 5K, man, like at least by October.
But it's all good though. You know what I'm saying? We just stay our course, and like I said, on the back end, what I've been telling you, all we do stay our course. Did I say that? Keep staying our course, and guess what? Everything will be all right. Cause we've been through this before. This ship gonna rock it. This ship gonna tip on and everything else. But guess what? It's gonna sit right back up. We're gonna keep sailing. The train gonna keep on moving. See, Wayback Machine. Yeah, Elias is one of our moms, and she kind of sensitive towards us. So sometimes where you put things, it might bubble the wrong way sometimes.
Yeah, Ella's like a little sister, and you know what I'm saying, and hey, she been rocking with us for a long time. She been rocking with, I mean, man, when I had like 10, 15 people in the chat, man, you know what I'm saying, it's like, man, hey, way back, who don't hate snakes? Who don't? You try to avoid them at all costs in real life. Goddamn, in real life, that look, man, look. I get up, man. Look, listen. just listen, just to mention them things, man. You know, I don't. Hey, bro, it's all yeah. Like I said, like Ryder Day probably said, man. At the end of the day, it's all competition. You know what I'm saying? Because we are all trying to achieve the same goal or whatever. Everyone trying to eat, and it is damn near like prison. Everybody trying to eat, but the thing is, and it's a blessing in disguise for me is that 20 East is 20 East, and hell, hey, look, listen, ain't no time slots in 20 East. We can, whatever time I want to go on, I can go on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to consult with nobody or anything like that. We are independent.
Yeah.
We are an independent brand here on YouTube. We are an independent brand.
I'm going to put this out here. See, when we did our sports thing on Facebook, it wasn't no such thing as a time slot. Guess what? If the big Jordan Bulldog podcast was on at that time, whoever was on at that time, hey, guess what? We just went on and did our thing. It was what it was. So we used to not have no time slot. When we go live, and we bring it. And for whoever watching it who like it, all right, we appreciate you. For those that don't like it, well, who do like it, but go watch and scared the same thing. Okay, we appreciate you. We appreciate the good comments and the bad comments. How many bad comments have we got when we're doing our sports show on Facebook? We got a whole bunch of those, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, and this is what I would tell anyone that's starting up a channel. Okay, if you are a small YouTuber, okay, and you are just starting up your channel, now you have to be consistent. Okay, if you're going on at 9 o'clock on Monday, you want to go on at 9 o'clock on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, at least until you build up your audience. Then when you build up your audience, like Mr. Skinny, like KB, like Uncle Suge, and like Money Boy Trey, when you build up your audience and you become big like that, Hassan Campbell or Damn D, when you build up your audience and have numbers like that, okay, then you can float around and go on in different times. Like some nights, Mr. Skinny will go on at 8:30. Some nights he'll go on 9:30. Some nights he'll go on 10:30. Then hell, it could be a time when he'll go on 11:30 or 11:45 because he has that firepower. He has that audience. He has that strong core of supporters that are gonna go on no matter what time he goes on. But starting off, you want to pick a time. If you're gonna do 2 shows a day, and one of those shows is at 9 o'clock, and the other show is at 6, you stick with those times. Don't be jumping all over the place, because what you'll do is you'll throw your audience off. Salute to you, Soul Alicia. You'll throw your audience off. You'll throw your audience off, and it could kind of like, mess with your numbers. You understand what I'm saying? You have to get you have to build your audience up first before you start floating around the different times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Respect, so Alicia. I'm like this right here. I'm like this right here. Don't matter what's going on in this world. For me, I do this to try to bring information and education on my channel. I don't care what they do outside outside my door. They it's just like I don't care what they do to you to the streets
Mhm.
or in real life streets for that matter of fact. If like I said, if I got 100 people, I can have like got 10 watching, whatever. I don't know how many in the chat. There's so many in the chat. If I just take one person and they take what I say and go look it up and use it as they own knowledge in their life, and it helps them, I did what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. No matter if you got 5 or 10 people in the chat, because the thing about it is, you deliver your content no matter how many you have in the chat. If you have 5 in the chat, you go hard.
Mm-hmm.
You don't deprive those 5 people. If you got 10 people in the chat, you go hard. You don't deprive those 10 people in the chat. If you have 50, you go hard. You don't deprive those 50 people. If you got 100 in the chat, you go hard. You're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go a little extra hard if you got 100 people in the chat. But but you look, you bring it. You bring it each and every time. I don't give a damn if you got 5 in the chat, if you got 100 in the chat. You bring it the same. You bring it the same.
But I'll tell you like this right here. It just. See, it's like I'm gonna go and say it. Everybody in this whole wide world, okay, your YouTube or in real life, everybody lies. Everybody lies about something. If I'm not speaking to the fact or truth, I should drop dead tonight about everybody lies.
Yeah. Well,
everybody lies.
Let me respond to way back. It's like this. It's about what's comfortable, what's your familiarity. If I've been knowing you for 10 years, okay, you got 2 people, you got 2 men, okay. One person I've been knowing for 10 years. Another person I've only been knowing for like maybe 3.5, maybe 4 months. Okay. The human nature in us is going to choose. I'm going to put it like this. It's understanding that you're going to choose the person that you're more comfortable with, which is that person that you've been knowing for 10 years. You understand what I'm saying? All the morality of who's right and who's not right and all of that. You're gonna choose the person that you've been rocking with the longest over the person that you've only been knowing 3 to 4 months. And that's understandable. I'm not mad at that at all. I'm not mad at that at all. I can understand it. I probably would have made the same decision. If I got somebody that I've been rocking with, someone that's been in my camp for 2 years versus someone that's been in my camp for only 3 or 4 months, man, I can't get mad at that. I can't, you know. So who am I to judge?
I'm like this right here. I'm not even going to respond to none of the other BS that going out there because this is what this channel is not about.
Mm-hmm.
For right now, it is what it is. People gonna do what they going to do. Like I said, everybody got their own life.
Yeah.
Everybody got their own life. And I told him about this backstage. I don't call nobody name on here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't call. If you got a problem with me, I'm not going to address you anyway. So, if you got a problem with Twitties, I'm not going to address you anyway. So,
yeah, I'm not going to give it any energy because it's like this. I mean, you know, it's not messing with our numbers over here. It's not. I mean, you know, yeah, is there a do I think that there's some blackballing going on in a certain portion of the sector, yes, but that's not stopping the numbers, as you can see. Because the thing about it is, I'm always out there networking with other content creators. I'm always mingling with other people in other sectors and bringing in, let me finish, and bringing in new people into 20 East. And plus, you also got to remember, we have a huge, and I mean a humongous following on Facebook, with the watch parties and, dropping the links over on Facebook or whatever. We'll never hurt for numbers over here. I don't give a damn how much blackballing that they try to do. We'll never hurt for numbers over here. No, no. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? We just hit 700 subscribers while we was live.
There you go. There it is. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations.
While we were live, 700. Respect to Don Dallas TV. Respect to you. Like I said, it been a lot going on in these YouTube streets, and I'm gonna stay out of it. But guess what? I'm keep doing what I'm doing, because if I don't practice what I preach, how my niece gonna look at me? How ain't another child gonna look at us?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Cause if you don't have your YouTube, your phone, or where the kids can't get to the other channels, what they gonna see? Especially if they know your YouTube handle name. You see what I'm saying? And they see you talking about this other person, like, Dad, Mom, what you doing talking about this other person? What you teaching your kids? And then what this show was all about, what you teaching your kids. I don't care if you come from a two-parent household, man or woman, or man or man, or a single-parent household. It doesn't matter what kind of household come from. What are you teaching your kids? That is the bottom line. See, I want kids to know that there are good people out there that will not stab you in the back, that will not tell a lie on you, that will help you when you need help. That's what I want kids these days to learn. Because as us as adults, if we don't teach them, it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to come talk to me. It's okay to be mad. If we don't teach them things right there, they ain't going to want to talk to us. They're going to go talk to their friends. And you don't want that. Do a parent want that for them to go talk to a friend? Or if they want to go talk to the as a 13, 14-year-old girl, and this man listen to you not listen to her at the house, guess who she gonna listen to from now on? She gonna, if you think she gonna listen to her parents or her mom, her dad, when they won't listen to her, but this man was, what she gonna keep doing? Sneaking out to go see him, right? That's it with a guy. Same with a if this older woman show him interest in him and she sit there and listen to him, he ain't finna listen to you. He not finna listen to you.
Who is this right here?
This is so Alicia.
Oh, okay. You coming in there incognito and everything. We don't high alert him now. No, we don't high alert him. Shit.
I put my name as. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I remember that.
Don't worry about what my name is.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, you know what? You already know we on high alert around here on 20 East.
That's right. Well,
yeah, 700. 700.
It's very unfortunate what happened. Unfortunately, I am not surprised by any of it. Um, I think that it's very sad. I think that there are always two sides to any story. I hate the fact that sometimes people love to play the victim role, and then um it's like a back and forth kind of a thing, like which way do you want to go? Do you want to be straight, or do you want to keep going into bull? It's like you have to make up your mind. And the thing that I think that we need to press forward with is stop even giving it, just don't even mention it. Like, who cares? These people, let them do what they're gonna do. At the end of the day, who's with you are gonna be with you, and who ain't just ain't. All it is,
Amen. Amen.
all
Amen.
Yeah.
it is, all of
Yeah.
this subbing and all of this other shit. If they not gonna hit a panel with you and go toe to toe, forget them. Forget them. Because I see a lot of shit in the chats, honestly, and it's the people a lot of times. So if you're more comfortable staying over somewhere, then just stay over there. Cut ties. It's the messiness about it that's the craziest thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of little changes in people and shit that they were doing and saying and stuff like that. And I just kept my mouth closed. And because honestly, when you say you want growth, you got to show it. And so for me, I just feel like let this just be the last day rehashing and stuff, because what's gonna happen is they're gonna keep trying to egg on, and it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly
Oh yeah.
because people
Oh
don't
yeah.
know
Oh
how to
yeah.
let go. People don't know how to let go and move on. It's always somebody. That's where you have to learn how to control your chat, because it's always somebody in there that's gonna be egging it on. Listen, I don't want to be a chat where we antagonizing people and everybody doing the laughing, crying faces and that shit. That shouldn't. It's not fun no more. When you have to go through things and you actually see things and you have to grow with that, I don't. That don't feel good to me. Antagonizing people, like even in any kind of beef, it just started not feeling right to me. And so it's just like Tasha B, when she was just saying today, I just wish this would end. And then you wonder why people be dropping off the face of the YouTube streets, and it's because of this. It's because of this mess. Don't nobody want to be a part of that. We miss the laughter. We miss the good times. We miss, you know what I'm saying? All of that kind of stuff. So let people go where they will. I think it's corny. Like, it's super corny. Hit unrecommend, and just let them have their fun or whatever it is. Because let me tell you, one of the things that I learned, and I can be a little long winded, but one of the things that I think that I've learned is that it ain't so much. And I heard this from somebody on the back end, but they said, listen, you ain't everybody's juju or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be
Mhm.
able to teach everybody a lesson. That's somebody else's job sometimes. Your job is to persevere and just keep on moving forward and let these people just expose who they are. I look at character at the end of the day. And Armando, you showed character behind the scenes, stuff that people don't know about. And so for me, that means a lot, because it's a whole lot that could be said and can be said while people keep playing, keep thinking this stuff is a joke, keep thinking it's a game. And then when the shit start to hit the fan and the real shit start to come out, and stuff that you won't expect to come out, you're gonna be very you're gonna be very shocked at what you see. So I really think that people should stop playing with this. This isn't a game. It's not funny. People get hurt in real life. And so just I think for the mind of, not for the mind, but for the atmosphere change and the shift that's happened, let that shit go, man. Let it go. Let them go where they want to go. Don't even participate in that stuff. Don't carry phones. Because if the listening ear become the talking mouth. So it's just like taking bone from over here, from this chat, bringing it over here. It makes you want to go over there and see what's happening. And then you see one thing that trigger you, and you ready to set
Mhm.
this place on fire.
Mhm.
You ready to set it on fire. So you got to be
Yeah.
careful what you let. into your chat, who you let in certain subject. I mean, even if you got to say you got to take the KB route, ain't no names up in this here. No, certain names you're just gonna get timed out or something because you got to draw a line. And so I just really think that at this point it's moving forward time. Like all of that other stuff, when I look at it now, it's just like it's disgusting to me. It's very disappointing. It's not what I thought it would be. And I think for me, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, somebody who love to jug and joke and you know what I'm saying? I love that. I love to jug. I love to joke, crack jokes and you know whatever and just have fun. But when you look at that stuff and it's not there no more, then you just realize that you probably just elevated to another place where it's petty to you. And instead of me running off somewhere and thinking that everything, because I scraped everything, my whole damn page. I ain't want nothing. I don't nope. New name page. Who this? I don't want none of that. I don't care who following me. I don't want no. You don't ask me to drop no links. Nope. I'm here to support. I'm here to be a voice if need be. I'm here to just be, you know, when you need some balance or whatever. But other than that, I don't want to hear none of that stuff. I have completely, I have a disdain for it now. It leaves a nasty taste in my mouth to even be seeing some of that stuff. And I said it, I was like, you got to step away from this for sometimes and really go and do something. So I'm gonna shut up from there.
Hold on, I just want to answer way back. As you can see, that will not stop us from growing. If anything, it's helping us grow. If anything, it's helping us grow. It's nothing that is not stopping us from growing.
Because with me, so go ahead.
Because I know how to market. See, that's the thing. A lot of content creators don't understand the levels to this thing of how to grow your channel. I never depended on one sector of audience to grow my channel. I know how to market my channel. I know how to take my links and how to drop them on other platforms. Facebook has thousands of groups that you can share your content in. You know, so that, you know, that when I say big things popping, little things stopping, that's a little thing. That's a little thing that will not stop this big thing that we started building 4 years ago.
Yeah,
it's not going to stop it.
And Armando and so Alicia, when I started this channel, my first word out of my mouth, this channel is for educational learning purpose, for people to learn stuff about different things in life. Didn't I say that? And I would look, and I said this over and over again. I don't expect to get numbers. You feel me? I don't expect to get numbers. When I started, I said this on the back end. Did I say this on the back end? I don't expect to get numbers. But the thing is, you need a channel like this to learn because it's too much fuckery going on YouTube.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's too much fuckery going on.
Yeah, I want to answer what Sim said. So says, you know, that narrative really don't really fly with me. Beef sales. I mean, if you put it like this, if you're setting your ceiling at a semi to low level, okay. But from what I see, the big content creators that are putting up the big numbers are not in the beef sector. You okay?
Who?
You.
Oh yeah. Let me mute my mic.
Okay. The big, I mean, just browse through YouTube. You know, there's some content creators. Let me tell you the ones. the political content creators, the political sector, the sports sector, and the music sector. Those three right there are putting up monster numbers.
It surely is.
They don't never talk about beef. They don't never talk about no riffraff or anything like that. You're right, the monetization. It sells temporarily.
Yeah.
Temporarily. And the thing that will kill your channel is if you find yourself depending on that one type of topic and that damn topic dies down. It's kind of like the manosphere. Think about it, D-Truth. When we were discussing this, the manosphere. Remember how hot the manosphere was back in 2020?
It died down.
It has died. It died down because you had a lot of the people that were rocking with the manosphere. They actually stopped making videos or whatever. And then when Kevin Samuels passed away, that really put a dagger in the manosphere. Jessica X doesn't even hardly make videos like she used to. So the same could happen. The same could happen in the beef sector. The major players in the beef sector could just up and decide one day, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to, or you never know. They could, KB could go and he could land a contract with some sports company doing podcasting, real sports podcasting. Mr. Skinny could get a radio deal. And then he could be, say, hey, look, they offer him a couple of million to go do a radio. You think he's going to waste his time with YouTube? Hell no. So with them two gone, then what do you have left?
Yeah. But this is another thing. Even with the manosphere, we talked about this. Even the ones on the opposite side, like the investors and swirlers, all that stuff, that what they were talking about, it don't die out. You know what I'm saying? Because people started, even in the manosphere and the investor sector, them two sectors right there. Some men, some women that woke up, realized, wait a minute. Oh, they telling us this, telling us that, and start realize, wait a minute, I gotta look at myself first. You see what I'm saying? They start to wake up themselves, and you got to have some kind of content to fall back on, no matter what it is. See, I consider my kind of content as educational content, inspirational content.
You know what? Your fire it depends on the content creator. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'm going to give you a perfect example. John Goodwin. A lot of his shows, man, I'd have seen this dude go live talking about Duke and put up money. Put up numbers and getting cash apps. I done seen John Goodwin just talk about subjects, events that are happening in Chicago. And he puts up numbers. I've seen Thomas Sotomayor go live and do topics, just political topics, and put up numbers. I'm telling you, I see a lot of content creators putting up monster numbers and not discussing or mentioning not one word about the beef. So, yeah. It can be done. Nobody can tell me that it can't be done. It depends on the content creator. If he does not have the skill set to create content, non-beef content, and still put up numbers, then that particular content creator will have to rely on the beef. He or she will have to rely on the beef. But me, you know what I'm saying? Us over here, 20s, we can discuss anything and still put up numbers.
Y'all know I hate the number thing.
The number thing.
Already know I hate the number thing.
Well, we ain't in this thing for fun. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I understand that, but for me, it's just like it just changes the I don't know. I'm good with just like I said, I'm good with the people who are in here who are getting along, not creating chaos, not starting mess, not in here subbing people, throwing shots. It's a comfortable atmosphere to be in. When you start bringing all of these people together, you really got to grow as a content creator. I feel, even though I'm not, in order to be able to deal with all that. Sometimes it takes years to do. Really, it takes years to be able to weed stuff out, bring stuff back, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like numbers are great, but if you don't know what am I trying to say? If you don't know how to navigate and you don't know how to
your phone crackling.
Right, to the people and their needs, their specific needs. You got different sectors who are involved or whatever. Then it's just it just becomes like a big it just becomes like a little bit of a disappointment, because then it's like it's all over the place. So I just think that having an atmosphere where people can get along, that's what I respect about Suge. And I'm not trying to name drop, but no, I really do.
Your phone is crackling, Alicia.
Is it still crackling now?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me put my earphones in. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute my mic, and then I'm gonna put my earphones in.
Yeah, and while she getting that together, I like to say is that what this platform for, where people come get real information on real life, what real going on in this world, and then nighttime to have fun, relax, kick up the shoes, relax, and listen to music and relax. Because I don't allow no name drop in here, but sometimes it happens. But bottom line is, this is a place where people could come. I really don't care who you is, just don't come here disturbing people that comes in here and relax. You know what I'm saying? It's started in trouble, or you can get your butt out of here.
My thing is, if I'm being told by some of my people that they're content creators saying, saying disparaging things about me, I just don't watch. I simply don't watch. I just don't watch. I unrecommend, unsub, and I just, once you unsub and you unrecommend and you turn off your notification for that particular channel, you will never see or hear anything they say about you. That's how, out of sight, out of mind. Mm-hmm. Out of sight, out of mind. And hell, they can say what the hell they want to say, but if you ain't seeing it, you ain't hearing it, it's not a problem, because look, at the end of the day, we're all grown adults, and you can't tell another grown adult what to say, what not to say about you. They're gonna talk and say what they want to say. You know what I'm saying? But the best what you can do is you can take measures like unsub, unrecommend, and turn off your notification on that channel and not receive any notifications, and you won't hear or see anything. Let me finish, brother. You won't hear or see anything that they're saying about you. Yeah. Bottom line, you won't hear or see anything that they're saying about you. So that's why it doesn't bother me, y'all.
see, one. He already know what I be watching on YouTube. I be watching politics and stuff, and
I'm watching my wrestling. I'm catching. Listen, at that time of night, every night, I'm watching my wrestling. I'm a huge wrestling fan. I'm watching Monday Night Raw playback. I'm watching. Monday Night Raw playback. Hey, listen, man. Hey, you better enjoy it while you can, because you know what happened last night, don't you? You know what happened last night, don't you?
Oh, SmackDown. I haven't seen that last night. I watched Vince. Yeah, he retired.
About Vince?
Yeah, he retired.
Yeah,
I've been knowing about
eventually,
that.
I think eventually, you know what's going to happen eventually? Eventually, Stephanie is not going to take over. They've already said she's not taking over. Triple H, something's going on with her. Triple H
back.
but they don't have the money, man, to buy that company, bro, outright. They don't have it, brother. I think Tony Khan gonna end up buying WWE. He gonna end up combining. He already got Ring of Honor. You know, he already got Ring of Honor. He's gonna end up buying WWE. He gonna combine all three: AEW, Ring of Honor, and WWE.
Well,
They're gonna monetization right. They're gonna be forced to sell the company. Exactly. They're gonna be forced to sell it, brother. They ain't gonna be able to keep that. They don't have the money. They don't have the firepower. They don't have it like that.
Yeah, but
well, am I crackling now?
No.
No.
Okay. Okay. I was just saying that's what I respect about Suge so much is because he's made his place a safe haven. That takes time. It takes discipline because you got to let some people go. And I know sometimes those decisions are hard, but he was able to in his mind say, okay, what's adding to my channel and what's not. You know what I mean? And like really just, make it a good place for people to go. Now, do people slip through the cracks and say little stuff? Yeah, but you got to have thick skin. And let me tell you one thing that my pastor said that I'm just going to get off of here. My pastor said this to me, and I really, really, really took it in. And I just want this to be just something that maybe people can take with them and really understand. And I'll let people dissect it how they want to. Sometimes when I get angry or anything like that, it's just certain times, like certain people I just don't want to be around. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could just look at me the wrong way. And it's just like, what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to do? And I don't take pride in stuff like that. I'm just giving an example. And she said, the reason why you can't be around people that you just like, you have some sort of disdain in your heart for, she said, it's not because you feel like you're so strong and you can put this person in a place and everything like that, but you just cooling and you doing your thing. She said it's because you're weak. She said it's because you're weak. And when she said that, I was thinking to myself, what? Huh? What does she mean you're weak? If you are in a room with somebody and you feel like you got the ups on them, I'll beat you down. I'll do this to you. I'll do that to you. And you kind of got that pride thing about you. That's not strength. That's weakness. Strength is being able to forgive somebody. Strength is being able to look at that person and say, I'm not going to let you take my joy, and I ain't here to take your joy either. That's strength. Weakness is wanting to lay hands on people. Weakness is wanting to drag somebody down. Weakness is wanting to, I'm sorry. Yes, that's you. I think I'm getting a little twisted, but what I'm trying to say is when you feel that you are in a situation where you got this pride thing going on and you feel like you can turn the place out and do this, that's not strength. That's weak. Because a strong person is able to control their emotions. A strong person is able to control their thoughts, control their tongue. Control. If you can't control those little things, what did they say about the ship? That little bitty thing. That little bitty thing that turns the ship is so small, but it can turn the whole ship just like your tongue. It's a little bitty thing, but it can do a lot of damage. So for me, learning that the reason why I can't be around certain people ain't because I'm strong, it's because I'm weak. And I know my flesh is weak, and I might get up in there and say something, and I don't take pride in that. I want to be strong. I want to be strong the right way. So this is what this has taught me. That's why I said them little 50, 60-something subscribers that I had in them little videos that I was doing, scratch it, start over. And it takes a lot to be able to do that. So that's just a little brain food. And that's all. That's all I wanted to say. Think about it. Think about it. Alrighty.
Yeah,
I'm out,
that's
y'all.
all right. Respect to you. So, Alicia, respect to you.
Like, so I'm sorry, my name is Don't Worry About It. And I'm jumping off the time because I got meetings to go to.
On crackling bad again. Baby.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit. I'm just gonna call you DWA. DWAE. DWAI meant. So
Can you hear me now?
yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, a little
Okay.
bit. Yeah.
All right, I'm about to get up off of here, but I got meetings to go to since that's everybody go-to thing now. Trying to be funny. Yeah, I got some meetings to go to and some phone calls to make. All right.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
baby.
All right, respect to you.
All right.
Respect to you.
Bye.
Bye. But you know
All
what?
right,
It
Wendy.
just goes to show you that we got to be a better human beings around it. This time and space in this world. You know what I'm saying? That's all this is. We got to be better human beings. And if we don't love each other, I don't care. We don't have to love each other like man and wife. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta love each other. We just gotta love each other as a person. Yeah, but think about it. We don't have to forgive that person because we want to forgive them. We got to forgive the person. We got to forgive another person because we got to forgive ourselves. If we don't forgive ourselves, fuck the rest of the shit. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. And
Well, go ahead. No, you go ahead, man. You go ahead.
Though I teach my nigga, like sometimes you don't have, yeah, you say you gotta forget the other person, but you don't have to forget the other person. You gotta forgive yourself, because guess what? You forgive yourself for what you did, and that would fall on the other person anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because it gonna eat you up inside anyway, regardless who you is. Anything gonna eat you up inside. If you don't eat you up, if something don't eat somebody up inside, you just cold blooded. That's all I gotta say. You just cold blooded.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, like I said, out of sight, out of mind. So just distance yourself. If you feel something isn't right, one thing about it is if I'm not wanted somewhere, I'm not going to force myself in that situation. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to force myself into that lane. If I'm not welcome in that lane, then I will just keep my distance. I will, bow out gracefully and leave that lane and get back in my own lane. And this is where 20 East is my lane. This is where I enjoy being at. And listen, I have a free hand and how I move in this lane, and it's like a weight lifted off me. It's a weight that's lifted off me, and I'm just looking forward to moving forward. That's what it's all about, moving forward. My main focus right now is on these back to school drives that we're going to start this week. These back to school drives, because all of that riffraff that's going on, not worried about it. What I'm mostly concerned about is these mothers that are struggling, and these kids need laptops. These kids need notebook paper. These kids need backpacks. You understand what I'm saying? These kids are going to need clothes, shoes. It's all about giving, and it's all about building and uplifting our community. And that's the number one. That's the number one goal here at 20 East. It's not about
school coming up too.
Yeah. School is coming up. It's not about no riffraff or anything like that, or roasting. And I like roasting. I enjoy roasting. It's fun. It's entertainment. It's entertainment. It's all entertainment. But at the end of the day, we have a bigger goal to achieve here. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have fun over here. We're going to have fun topics. And that's, 20 East is going into a totally new direction. I'm going to open up the borders. Anyone from either of the sectors, Soto Nation, State Gang, Skinny Gang, and even Bus Life. I welcome those people because we don't hate anyone. Here at 20 East, I don't hate anyone. Have I had my differences with some people? Yes, I've had my differences with certain people, but I don't hate anyone. I don't hate anyone. And so anyone that wants to come over and join us and have fun with us over there on the big channel, on the Armando Black TV channel, is more than welcome. All the people that were in the block list, I'm going to go through that block list and I'm going to unblock all those people. I'm going to unblock all those people. I'm going to start off with a whole new clean slate. And now it might be one or two people that I would block. The idiot that came in and interrupted the live yesterday with his racist shenanigans, I will leave him blocked. But everyone else will be getting unblocked. And as long as you don't disrupt the chat, if you don't come in disrupting the chat, you won't be timed out or you won't be blocked. So like I said, I'm reaching out across all aisles.
But Sim said so. You right about that. College did cut free lunch budget by $11 billion. That's see, and there was some people, there was some students, white, black, green, purple, depend on that free lunch. I know I had free lunch. See, that's the stuff we be talking about over here in 20 East, especially on this channel. It's about the seriousness of kids. I forgot what kind of go back is August 2nd. And it's only the 24th?
Well, I know
that's 9 more days right there.
Well, shoot, man, Rockdale might go back. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think Rockdale goes back. Let me see here. I don't want to say no wrong here. Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, man, Rockdale may go back on the 1st. Yeah, Rockdale will go back on the 1st. I think Gwinnett and DeKalb will go back on the, let's see, the 8th, or something like that. The 8th. And I think Clayton and Fulton will go back on the 3rd. Yeah, so it's I mean, man, this year's gone. This year has zoomed by, man. I mean, we are already, you guys, we are headed into the 8th month of the year. Can you believe it? It seems like only yesterday that I was watching my defending, reigning college football national champion Georgia Bulldogs take it to the Alabama Crimson Tide in Indianapolis on January the 11th. It just seems like it was just yesterday when that all happened. And here we are in the 8th month, going into the 8th month of the year. Wow.
But I'm gonna tell you this right here. I remember when we were going to school. It was almost either the 3rd week or the last week of August when we went back.
Yeah. Well, this what it was. I mean, if you lived in the South, anywhere. Okay, because remember where we were at, it was considered the Eastern time zone. Okay. So, like, Alabama, Georgia. Alabama, Georgia, on up the East Coast, okay? You were going back like on the 28th, 29th. I remember we would go back like on that Thursday.
Yeah.
Going into Labor Day weekend, we'll have that Monday off and then you come back and then come back and go back to school that Tuesday. It was crazy.
Yep.
New York, those states up north, New York, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, they still do that. They go back like after Labor Day.
Yeah.
But they don't get out of school till like in June.
Yeah, way back machine said and the food was good. You're right, it was.
They were serving real meat back then. Nowadays, man, you don't know what the hell they're serving in that cafeteria, man. Yeah.
You're in the South.
Yeah, man. It's time to get ready. It's time to get ready to get on up out of here now, brother. It's almost 1:30 on the Eastern time zone.
Hey, but it's been a good subject. I like to think like the Wayback Machine, Zeta, Friday probably be one, Miss Cookie's World, Marie S 3 times, Sim Set So, Armando, and who else was here? I forgot who else was here. Don Dallas,
how can you forget? How can you forget So Alicia?
I said So Alicia.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think you got everybody. Sim Set So.
Yeah. Right,
Asatar.
Yeah, that's who I forgot. Asatar.
Maria S times 3.
Yep. I got everybody. And
the
Monetization. Hey, I know Sil said so. Monetization. Right, they probably be one. Maria S. Wherever Ellie at, I don't know what she had. She probably been over shoe, so because he was on those. But I appreciate y'all for being there, hanging there with me, being there with 20 East. We're gonna continue bringing the hard topic of real life. I will be back Friday. I don't know. It's gonna be 11, 12, 1 or 2. Gonna be one of them 4 times. But join me. I don't know what the subject's gonna be. Y'all gonna find out as soon as I go live. So thank you to my partner Armando. Thank you, bro. Because without me, it would be you. Without you, it would be me. If you know what I mean when I say that.
Exactly. So everyone, hey, listen. This was, might as well say this was my 3rd live. I'm doing this with my brother, D True. But like I said in the other 2 lives, I am here. I never went anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
I'm
not going anywhere. Being up this late, 10.7. Hey, bro, remember them marathons we did the Memorial Day weekend? Them marathon lives? Man, I will never, ever, 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 ever do a marathon live again, brother. Hell no. Man. It took me like almost a week to recover from that sleep, bro. But yeah, everybody, I am back. I ain't going nowhere. I'm here to stay. And the channels are heading in a more positive direction, and we're going to open up the borders and reach out across all aisles. With 20 East, as far as I'm concerned, we don't have any enemies. We don't have any problems with anyone. Anyone from any sector is a welcome over to come join us and have some fun over there on the Armando Black TV channel.
Yeah. And I've been saying that on D True TV. It's been open. I just don't put up with that BS in the chat, and I got to get you out of there because this my channel is for learning purpose only, educational stuff. And I feel like you're like a kid in school disrupting the whole class when the rest of the class trying to learn something. You were disrupting; they can't learn that because you disrupting stuff. So we love you. We enjoyed you. As a Tom, I know you got your hands full with your two kids, boy. I know. I know. I know. Hey, I would say, I know how you feel, but bro, you got your hands full. You already know what to do. You used to hey, enjoy them while they're kids. Cause when they get a little older, they ain't gonna want to
yeah. They ain't gonna
That
want to
one-
be around you. They gonna want.
There you go.
Yeah, they gonna want. They gonna start spending their birthdays with their friends and stuff. Bro.
Hey, enjoy the time you got with them right now. Cause when they get older, they want. Hey, you're gonna be the old man of the group. Guess what? Hey, they gonna want to spend no time with you. You're gonna feel like you begging time to spend with them. So we know. Hey, we know how you feel. We love you, Asatar. Keep up your good work, especially with the kids in school. And I'm gonna know you keep up your good work. I'm gonna keep up mine. Like the late great Don Cornelius said, it's gonna be a stone blast on the next show. Hey, peace.
And like the great T.I. said, big things popping, little things stopping. Like Ric Flair said, we've only just begun.
And Wayback Machine, he wanted that information about how to donate to get them at least get some book bags, and it probably won't be book bags, probably pencil.
I got it.
Paper.
I got his email, and I got his number. I'm gonna get at you, Wayback Machine. I'm gonna give you a call, brother.
Oh, you're welcome, Asatar.
Hey, anytime, man, Asatar, anytime, brother. Anytime, man.
I pass on that. I wish I had a sit over their house so I get some piece of pie every now and then. But Asatar, hey, you gonna get some sleep soon. Like you know, you can't go to sleep till they go to sleep. That's how parent it is. But peace, love, we out.
All right.